Hello again, students. This is the third and the last video of 25th. Actually, this should be, I've been doing this all along wrong. This is 2/25. It's not March. Sorry about that. So 25th February video. Why did I think there was March there? So this is third video in the series of 1, 2, 3. This is the last one. Tonight is a difficult night. So I'm just going to discuss in the employee list class three very simple methods. Get mean salary. Purpose of that is that we find a statistical mean, or also called an average, of all the salaries of all the employees. Then we get salary of the person who is getting the maximum salary in the company, and the minimum salary as well. Okay, so let's go to Eclipse and look at the code. After looking at the code of each method, we'll run a test program to get mean salary, maximum, and the minimum salary. We will not confirm tonight whether those numbers are correct, but I'm pretty sure they will be. Later on I will compare the numbers I get from this program with the program I've done in C# and other languages. If they all match, that means they will be correct. Okay, let's go to Eclipse. So this employee list class, the first method we discuss is the get mean salary. Of course, if number of elements is 0, that means there is nothing in the list, can't find any mean anyway. So in that case, we throw a runtime exception which will return the string list is empty, no mean can be found. And if a user puts a try catch block in their code, they can get that message. But if it does have one or more elements, that means one or more employees in the list, then we can find the mean. So, and actually I can simplify that. If just one employee, I can return the salary of that employee. But let's not worry about that for now. So I set the mean cell variable to 0.0 and the sum to 0.0. To find the mean, we need to sum up all the salaries, divide by number of elements basically. So we run a for loop from 0 to less than number of elements, index plus plus, and we sum up using the get salary accessor function salary of the all employees, and that will get added to this sum here. And then really the mean is very simple. Sum divided by number of elements is the mean, and the function or the method returns the mean cell. So that's really as simple as that. Okay, alright, let's look at the next one. Get a standard deviation is a little harder, needs more code, so I'm not going to discuss that tonight. Maybe discuss on Monday in the class. But minimum salary is pretty simple. Once again, if there is nothing in the list, there is no minimum. In that case, we throw this runtime exception. But otherwise, we assume that the very first element has a minimum salary, and then we run a loop from index 1 to less than number of elements. We can run from index 0, but the first time we'll just get the same one. So that's not going to be very useful. So we save one iteration by starting with 1. So if this variable minimum cell is actually larger than the element in index 1 in the first iteration, that means the salary at the index 1 is higher than this minimum cell variable. So that means, okay, salary at minimum cell is higher than the salary at the variable at the index 1. So that means if this is higher than that, that means this is lower than that. That means we have found a next minimum. Okay, so into that we save this new value. Okay, so as this loop continues on, anytime this condition will satisfy, we will find a lower value than what is currently stored in minimum cell, and we renew the value with a newer lower value. Okay, so that's really that. I've shown that in the class when I was doing the array for you, and we were trying to find minimum value and maximum value in the array. You have done this in assignment 2 also, so it's really the same principle, nothing different here. So by the time the loop finishes, we would have found the lowest salary in the list of employees, and then we return that. Okay. Procedure to find maximum salary is exactly same, except this time we assume that first element is the largest. Let's look at the code. That's probably the easier way to do it. So get maximum salary, same code, except with minor difference. And again, to find a maximum number from an array, I have shown that to you in the class, and you have done that in assignment 2, I believe. So you know how that is done. So once again, if number of elements is 0, I throw a runtime exception because there is nothing to return in that case. Otherwise, I assume that maximum salary is in the very first element, and then update that assumption if I see something different. And then I run a for loop from index 1 to less than number of elements, and any time this is true, that means any element at index 1 or higher, if I see that current value stored in maximum salary is lower than the element I'm testing at various index, from index 1 to less than number of elements, that means I have found a newer higher value. So I update the value stored in max cell with that newer higher value, and once this loop is finished, I would have found the largest value of the salary in the list. Okay, and then I return that. So we're just going to test these 3 in our main code. So I have my test 4, and up to here is the same old code that I get the full path to the input file. It's a little bit easier to input data from the file, so I'm just going to stick with that principle. Create a file object, pass it to the scanner object, use the get instance to create the object of employee list, close the file, print it to console, and then I call those 3 functions: get mean salary, get maximum salary, and get minimum salary, and I just print them. And I'm going to explain one print statement, other 2 are exactly the same. I use the string.format because I want to format the salary returned by the get mean salary method, which will not be formatted to 2 decimal place. So this part gives me what I want to print literally up to here, and from %.2f, this formats this data to 2 decimal points. 0.2 means format to 2 decimal points. F means it's a floating point data. Percent means apply this format string from here to here to that data that's available after the comma, and /r/n will give you 2 lines on Mac but 1 line on Windows. Okay, line breaks basically. And the same way I call here the get maximum salary, so this should give us the maximum salary and in the list, and the minimum salary. Okay, I need my file, so my file is stored here, so I'm gonna copy that. Okay, let's see, I think Control Command C will copy on Mac. and I run my program now. Run as Java application. Give the full path to the file and watch now. So it printed the whole list and printed mean salaries $508.28, highest paid employees $759.53, lowest paid employee $400. We can really scan through the list, at least see the highest and lowest, that is the true number. So let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay, highest was, what is the lowest? Was 400.40, and that's actually first one, Masood Gam, 400.40, and the highest was 759.53, and that's willy-nilly right here. And you can see all others are not the same. 430, 549, 402, 589, and 427. So it looks like we got the highest and the lowest correct. For the mean, we'll have to actually add all these and then make sure the mean is correct. We can do that a little bit later. So please watch all these 3 videos and at least get some good idea of all the functions, all the methods of the employee list class I've discussed today. The methods yet to be done are sort, and in this sort I have done the selection sort. I can do a bubble sort version as well. Delete employee, update employee, and binary search. So I think once we have done that, we would have done a pretty good job in finishing this employee list class, and then we'll still have to write a main method. Okay, so main method, which will be menu driven, we can do that, and then we'll be done with this class. Hopefully, if not this week, then next week we'll be done, and then you'll write a bank account list class along with your bank account class to simulate this project for the bank account. Alright, I think this is the last video of today. Thank you so much. I'm just going to stop here. Bye.